So, Great Brinkton's that way, that's my finger. And where I did the walk to Gawburrow Hill, literally the footpath of that is just beyond that little slight hill in the road. So just to give you a bearing of where I am, that's where that was. And Gawburrow Hill, I walked down the hill, beyond this hedge, walked down the hill, through them trees there in that corner, and Gawburrow Hill is literally the other side of that. You can see it starting there, look, going up, but it's behind them trees. So that's just to give you a bearing of where I am now. And all you do to get to, I'm doing Gawburrow Hill right now. I say today, it's the same day. I've literally, the last, I don't know when the video is going to come out, but the Gawburrow Hill video was literally 20 minutes ago. I did it. So it's still the same morning, but it's just 10 o'clock now rather than 9. So yeah, you walk down this road. It's the Whilton Road. Leads to the village of Whilton. You walk down here. I'm not on steady cam because I want to zoom in, so I'll try and walk as gently as I can. Now there's a footpath just there. You don't want to take that one because that leads you back to Great Brinkton, so I'm not taking that one because that doesn't lead to Gawburrow Hill. So just carry on straight down here. You can really start to see Gawburrow Hill climbing there, look, beyond them trees. There's a little lay-by here, but ideally you can walk up to Gawburrow. Well, you can't. That's what I'm saying. You can, in theory, you can walk up to Gawburrow Hill from here, but it's private land, so you can't really go on it. This is Gawburrow Hill. It's not the biggest hill, and you're not allowed on the top part of it, but you can skirt around the edge of it. So I'll show you the footpath, which is the best way to do that. Another view of Gawburrow Hill over here. You can see from here, that's the field I was having to walk through. The farmer hadn't maintained his path. But yeah, that's Gawburrow Hill from a different perspective, from this angle, from this side. It's a better view of it from the, you know, the actual hill, but there's a nice view up on the top of the hill there. This beautiful tree. Car coming. See that bird circling. I don't know if you can pick it up on here. Can't get them. Anyway, we come to the footpath that leads up Gawburrow Hill. I knew that was coming. I wanted to get them. Anyway, yeah, this is Gawburrow Hill. Not going this way, I'm just on a little look. Right, we're going up this path here. There's a lady coming, so I'll pause it so she's not on camera. Okay, just passed the lady. Said hello. What I actually said was, morning, you've got the same idea as me, have you? And she said, yeah. I said, the sun's going in about 11, so we've got about 45 minutes. Well, if the weather forecast's right, it says it's going in about 11. Looking at it now, I'd be like, it's here all day, but it says 11, so I'll make the most of it for the next 45 minutes. Thornborough Hill, like I keep saying. Beautiful blue sky, look at it. You can't beat it. Blue skies change everything. If I came out here when it was all gloomy and dark and cloudy, yeah, the clouds would be cool, and who don't love a storm? But it just changes the colour of everything. Everything is just joyful when the sun's out. Everything's colourful and happy, and just, for me it is anyway, it just looks beautiful. The sun changes everything. Tennis ball. Missed it. Somebody's dog's probably lost that. It's criminal, man, to chop them trees down. first time I ever came up here, I used to do lots of walks, and I'd write down, I had like a special little book, I'd write down the particulars of that walk. You know, how long it took, which direction it went, you know, how to find my way again, you know what I mean, on the maps. Things to look out for if I forgot. And I used to give each walk a name. And the name I gave to this walk was the Pheasants of Gawburrow Hill. Because the first time I ever came up here, there was just pheasants everywhere. They were all up there, they were all round here, they were all round me. It was amazing, there were so many of them. Yeah, so I named it the Pheasants of Gawburrow Hill. And the walk actually took me, the walk is from where I've come today, I think from the church, to Little Brinkton, which is the walk you can, maybe I'll do it one day and I'll document it all, but I'm only doing Gawburrow Hill today. But yeah, it's a nice walk. Especially early in the morning when the sun's coming over the hedges, and when I went there was like lots of bales of hail in the field, and it just looked like a flipping postcard, you know. Look at that. Beautiful piece of wood. I bet maybe that's like a home for a squirrel or something in there. That's speculation. I won't turn around and show you the view yet. Actually, I might, because the further you get up there's a nice view in its own right from up there, but yeah, maybe I'll show you the view now. Let's just elevate a little bit. Wish I could tell you what, off by hand, what church and village that is. I've really got to think about it, and I can't. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's Whilton. It's Whilton Village. There you go. That's Whilton Church. A brain flipping. What's the word? Yeah, I couldn't think that where that was. That's Whilton. Whilton Village. Whilton. I only say that because we went on holiday to Yorkshire this year, and we stayed in a village called Whilton, which was Wilton. I'm going to walk up to there, and then we'll call it a day from there. Yeah, look, this is where It's just been chopped. At least they've replanted some, but shame, isn't it? I mean, it's obviously private land, somebody owns it, but it's just a shame. Anytime a tree gets, or trees get brought down like that, I just think it's a real shame. Oh no, I'm realistic though. I know that's the way of the world. That's how we make things. I'm not someone that's, you know, narrow-minded, thinks we can have it all ideal and perfect. But it's just a shame. Stingers, my enemy. God, I feel like I'm going to slip down this. It's really, really muddy and a real slope. Nearly went then. Don't know why I'm filming that, I just wanted to. Random. I'm trying to keep the camera as still as I can because, like I said, it ain't on steady mode, so if I walk too heavy footed or too heavy handed, you'll get every bump. And oh God, look how muddy this is. I'm actually slipping here. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. I'll just show you what's up here. The path that leads to Little Brinkton. Oh, I'm not going to be able to see, it's quite high. What's this, corn, or I don't know what this is, but that's well high. You can normally get a nice view from here, but not today. This reminds me of that film. You've seen that film called In the Tall Grass, where they go into it and then they get lost, and then there's some sort of like weird dimensional horror to it where they find themselves on an alternate plane of reality. It's a good film, but this reminds me of it. But yeah, normally a nice view. It is a nice view beyond there, but look at that. Anyway, I'll do that walk another day, probably next summer, because this might be the last nice day of weather we get this year. I wasn't expecting any, but we got this. So this was Gawburrow Hill.